Whoa, what's going on, people? This your boy Sports Talk Q, and today I'm here to talk to y'all about the New Orleans Saints offseason. Some of the things they've done, and a few more things I feel like they still need to do before the training camp starts in July. First and foremost, with Deshaun Watson choosing not to come to the Saints, that left a huge hole for us at the quarterback position. And yesterday, GM Mickey Loomis and head coach Dennis Allen, along with owner Gail Benson, decided to fill that void by re-signing Jameis Winston to a 2-year deal for up to $28 million in base salary. As I alluded to earlier, that fills a huge hole for us at quarterback because we were one of the worst teams in the league on paper at that position until Jameis re-signed. As we all know, last year he went 5-2 as a starter before he tore his Achilles against the Bucks on Halloween. He had the second highest passer rating in the NFL at the time of his injury, and he had us in a pretty good position to make the playoffs and make some noise. We were also in the lead for the division, and we were in a pretty good position. So with him coming back, I feel like that solidifies us at the quarterback position. I don't think we're one of the best teams at the position, but we're a lot better than a lot of other teams. And as I alluded to earlier, I feel like him coming back and getting a fully healthy offense with Alvin Kamara and Michael Thomas, I'm really anxious to see how that's going to play out and what those guys could do with a full season as long as he can stay healthy. So that brings me to my next point. In order for him to stay healthy, we're gonna have to solidify that left tackle position. So as of now, Teron Armstead is a free agent. As of this video, he hasn't signed anywhere yet, but he just took a trip to Miami yesterday to visit with the Dolphins, and he hasn't ruled the Saints out. Some people are speculating that he was waiting on Deshaun Watson to see if he was going to come here, to see if he was going to stay or not. That hasn't been decided quite yet. Well, Deshaun Watson not coming here, but it hasn't been decided yet if he's definitely going to leave New Orleans. I'm pretty sure other teams could offer him more money, but at this point, it's more or less about, does he want the bag? Like, does he want the huge payday that's going to make him the highest paid tackle in the league? Or does he want to continue what he was doing here with the Saints and be part of a winning culture? Me personally, I would love to have Teron Armstead back, but at the same time, I feel like every season we could count on him to miss at least 4 to 6 games due to injury. So if you're going to be out that long, I really can't justify us paying him that type of money, even though we just got $30 million under the cap. I still can't see it. So I would love to have Teron Armstead back, but I'm not sure that we will, given the payday that he's probably going to command on an open market. Now, if he does leave, I don't see many free agent tackles in the free agent market. I feel like we're going to have to go to the draft to find this replacement, and it's never a good thing when you have to find a tackle in the draft to be a day one starter, protecting a franchise quarterback. So as things progress, we'll see how that plays out. Again, I would love to have him back, but for the right price. So I'm going to keep on with this Deshaun Watson theme because it feels like for the better part of the past week, he's had our whole free agency in limbo. So another aspect of that was Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. When the Saints were in the thick of things with the Houston Texans trying to trade for him, C.J. Gardner-Johnson's name came up a whole lot, and he let it be known that he wasn't really happy about it via Twitter. He was tweeting every 20 to 25 minutes about knowing your worth and being appreciated, and I'm pretty sure he heard his name in those trade conversations, and quite frankly, whether he admits it or not, it hurt his feelings. And I feel like this with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. He's one of the best slot nickel cornerbacks or slash safeties in the entire NFL. He's the heart and soul of the New Orleans Saints defense. But at the same time, when you have a chance to trade for a top 5 talent at the quarterback position, a cornerstone that you could build your whole franchise around, basically anybody is on the table, and he has to realize that this is a business at the end of the day. They love you today, they'll throw you away tomorrow. So the quicker he realizes that, the better off he'll be. That being said, I feel like now that the trade didn't go through, I feel like the Saints should show him a gesture of goodwill, if you will, to kind of reassure him that, hey, you're here to stay. We want you here. Things got kind of heated in the middle of the Deshaun Watson trade negotiations, but we didn't ship you out there. You here, so we rocking with you. So I feel like, the next year or two, he's going to be coming up at the end of his rookie deal. I would like to see the Saints kind of extend him now, not give him elite cornerback contract type money, but at the same time, I feel like giving him an extension and more guaranteed money and providing him with some level of security would be a gesture, financial security would be a gesture of goodwill to reassure him, hey, Chauncey, we mess with you. You're the heart and soul of our defense. We want you here. We're sorry for getting you caught up in all this. It is what it is, but here we go. You here, let's rock out. I would love to see that happen. Now, playing in the backfield with Chauncey, it's going to be Marcus Maye. The Saints signed him to a 3-year deal, I believe $22 million total contract with $14 million guaranteed with 2 voidable years. Of course, Marcus Maye was a safety for the New York Jets. He's coming off an injury, so that's why we got him relatively cheap, and we had to replace Marcus Williams, who just signed with the Baltimore Ravens. I feel like when he's on the field, he's a really good player. I feel like he's kind of up there in age. He was drafted in the same draft with C.J. Gardner-Johnson, but he's about 6 years older. So given his age and injury history, I feel like that was a pretty solid signing, and I feel like he can be a pretty good player in our defensive backfield. Of course, with Malcolm Jenkins, kind of to mentor him and some of those other guys in the defensive backfield, I feel like he'll be a good pickup. Now, on the other side of the field at wide receiver, man, I don't know where to start. As I alluded to earlier, we've cleared over 95 to close to $100 million in cap space. And right now, we're $30 million under the cap, and we haven't signed any wide receivers. And unless you was living under a rock last season, the receiver position for the Saints was pretty much one of the worst in the entire NFL. We had Marcus Callaway as our 1, Deontay Harris as our 2. And I like Deontay Harris, but he's not a number 2 receiver. And we had Tre'Quan Smith, who was really inconsistent. So, of course, all-pro receiver Michael Thomas, he missed the entire year with an injury. He's going to be back this season. But watching football last season of the Saints, I found out, aside from him, we don't really have any consistently good receivers that could play opposite him. And the fact that we haven't went after anybody in free agency is kind of mind-boggling to me. We have guys like T.Y. Hilton. Yeah, we have guys like T.Y. Hilton, Julio Jones, Jarvis Landry, Emmanuel Sanders, Jamison Crowder. All those guys are available. I would even go so far as to say Odell Beckham, even though he's coming off an injury. And it seems like the Saints are just stand pat. And me and any other fan know that what we have right now, aside from Michael Thomas and maybe Deontay Harris, who at best is a slot, is just not good enough. Now, maybe you say, yeah, I want to go to the draft and pick up guys like Garrett Wilson, London Drake, George Pickens, Jahan Dotson, Chris Olave, who's been a consistent name linked to the New Orleans Saints at spot number 18. But all that being said, those guys are rookies. And yeah, it's one thing to expect a rookie to come and have an impact, from day one, like a Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson, or even an Odell Beckham back from 9 years ago. But I think it'll be really good to see us go out there and pursue some free agent receivers. Some of the guys I named earlier, like a T.Y. Hilton, even bringing Emmanuel Sanders back. I'm not sure what Julio Jones' asking price will be, but I wouldn't be mad to see us pursue him. So I feel like now that we have the quarterback position sold up, our number one priority in free agency should be to go out and get a pass catcher, whether it be a tight end or more specifically a wide receiver. Our next priority should be to find a left tackle. Third on the list will be to get a running back. You know, Alvin Kamara, he's our all-world running back, our number one back, but of course he's facing, we don't know how long of a suspension after the incident in Vegas during Pro Bowl weekend. And if he is suspended, we're going to need somebody to fill that void while he's gone. You know, Mark Ingram, he's a phenomenal back, but he's getting up there in age, and he can't be an every down back at this point in his career. So that's something else to keep an eye on. But aside from that, I don't want to keep, this video too long, so I'm going to get out of here. Until next time, keep y'all here in the game.